Alright, let's finish these things up. Interesting. Yeah, luckily I missed nothing, so I don't have to do that. Never mind. It's apparently a lot of crabs. How did I miss a chest here? That's annoying. I'll do those later though. Could go all the way down. Do best if I did, but I kind of want to finish these Roland quests.
Will you take this one? Best of luck.
Yeah, I thought it would force me to take Ed with me. Oh, also I changed the colors on a bunch of the characters, just to personalize it a bit. I feel like I'm not always wearing the same outfit.
All right, time to go. Here goes. Circus, huh? Keep on your toes. The ship's a sitting duck. Use one of the ether cannons on the deck and defend us. Ugh, more monsters. You ready?
I know the last one's kind of a tutorial, so I don't know if they're going to start spawning on the other side.
But we'll show him who's boss. Ugh, more monsters. You ready? Looks like there's still more of them.
I thought they're all going to spawn here.
I'm not liking the look of this, but don't let it intimidate you.
Hey, this game's straight in. Let's see you guys, I don't got rings.
More monsters. You ready?
Got on. I was gonna stay on the cannon. Yeah, I just can handle the monsters to get it here. Oh, come on. guys got this. We're done.
Fast push.
Nice.
Make sure you get them all.
Dang, these ascension weapons are no joke.
That's everything. You were awesome out there.
I think it's just recommended for 3K and I'm 10K on this character.
Just like always.
I'm poor. Needs months. I spent almost everything upgrading
Got
things.
the hang of handyman work now, Id.
You think so?
I know so. Everyone in town says they can come to you with their problems.
Nice.
Mission complete.
Thank you so much.
What you in the market for? Not everyone gets to see the good stuff, you know. We have a wide selection of
I'm
stuff
good.
you need help. Good luck out there.
I tend to buy the materials up to 500, but at this point I don't think I'll ever need to buy more. New side quest.
Let's kick some tail. Mission complete. Hello. Which will it be?
Defeat all foes.
Here are the details. We're counting on you.
Yeah, you know what? I do feel like
Need
getting the
something?
captain right
Please
now.
come again.
Oops, wrong button. Hopefully I can get some freaking sword. Whatever they call it. Sword burst art? Because I need to get 30 of them. Captain too strong.
Yeah, let's do it to it. I'm not liking the look of this, but don't let it intimidate ya. Uh-oh. Go get him! Just try to run.
You want more?
Take that! If they want to fight, they've got one.
Crimson
That's one down, but looks like there's still more of them. I'm not liking the look of this, but don't let it intimidate ya. How many of them are there? Don't let them swarm you.
I'm sorry, your bluff. I'll be more careful. Granblue, welcome to my garden.
Take that!
Yeah, I hate these stupid thrown objects things.
Fast push! Make sure you get them all! And
Best is still all the
that's
kills.
everything. You were awesome out there.
I barely got to do shit. Freaking NPC spawn camping. I like doing stuff.
Good day. Which will it be?
The juice of jealousy.
Will you take this one?
I'm sorry. The
Best of
what?
luck.
I'm not sure if I want the juice of jealousy. Sounds bitter. This is actually really useful advice for using Carlotta.
All right, time to go. Here goes. So much fire up. Don't worry, I can't let you down.
A bloom for every season. What do you think?
Uh-oh, this guy looks strong. You better watch out.
We do not come down.
And Charlotta brings it home. As she always has and always will. Slide. Better act quick before they run. It's working. Looks like they're coming for us. You ready? Stop running,
Crimson Thorn.
Uh-oh, this guy looks strong. You better watch out.
Yeah, I wanted to lock on the one way over there. Thanks, kid.
Slide. Better act quick before they run. Watch out! Here they come! This ain't
What do you think?
Uh-oh, this guy looks strong. You better watch
Who?
out. Here's the kid. You guys okay?
Thank you.
Better act quick before they run.
What do you think?
Look alive! We've got company!
Thank you.
Uh-oh, this guy looks strong. You better watch out.
What do you think?
It's working. Slide. Better act quick before they run. If they want to fight, they've got one. Uh-oh, this guy looks strong. You better watch out. Looking good so far. You've got this. Oh, it can't be me. Oh, there it goes. Slide. Better act quick before they run. If they want to fight, they've got one. There's still enemies left. You can take them.
Here we are.
So let us get blue. I like to feel it on this blade. I want to be like her when I grow up. Uh-oh, this guy looks strong. You better watch out. We're in the home stretch now. Keep it up.
No falling under mine.
got you now.
No, get the kick.
That's one
Aw.
more quest in the bag.
Oh, that was funny.
Woo. Here comes healing.
Thanks. I'll be more careful.
Ha! This crew never fails.
Long distance runner. Okay.
Hello. Let's see.
Delts of our lives. What?
What do you say? Will you accept it? We're counting on you.
Boss fight? Oh, so that's what these do. Yeah, I had no idea what these potions did until now. Hi.
Line 'em up. I see
Like what you saw?
You made that look easy.
What you hiding?
It's a rare one. Hooray! That worked out. Just like always.
Level up. Nice.
Don't take this the wrong way, Ed. But how about relaxing a bit? You look out of it lately.
The dragon power inside me feels like it's pulsating. I don't know how to describe it.
Well, hopefully it's nothing. But let us know right away if it gets worse. Good day. Let's see.
Tank armor and
This one?
blizzard isle.
Be on your way.
Double boss. I always feel like I should use the captain in these sorts of games. Had the same thing when I was playing Genshin Impact, where I would just use Lumion most of the time.
I'm ready for
Oh, that was quick.
Calm
The hell you fast? We already destroyed all your opens.
Granblue. No falling under mine.
Kicked to death.
That was awesome.
Panacea! My hero.
Let's see. Looks great. This'll hurt. Yeah. Ha! This crew never fails.
Oh, sweet. I really do need more right stones. I have basically none of them. The one I put on Twellen's old bow, and that was it.
Hello. This one? What do you say?
Blizzard Isle.
Will you accept it? Best of luck.
What's Blizzard Isle? I might use something else now. Yeah, how?
Compliment any bouquet.
I'll use her though.
Good day. Which will it be?
Need to practice there
Will you
anyways.
choose this one?
Oops.
Please come again.
Forgot that I already had a quest started. If I remember right, first I use B and then X.
This
Never
one's
got
mine.
a chance to finish this mission.
A bloom for any season. How luscious. Take them down. The lady gloves are on. That was just lovely. Feel the pull and continue to get better.
You gotta break it out of that ice.
Not today. Roses, come to my aid. Beautiful are they. Give them everything we've got.
Let's do it!
You want more, don't you? Come join me. Very well. Assist me. Shall we?
Oh, that should be the last of them, which means
Now
quest
then.
complete.
Me, I'm not shabby. Now then. Unfurl your blossoms. That's enough for today.
Sure. Although is dead. Rip. Lost one meaningless guide, whatever. astral name in favor of one befitting the skies. Whoever you are, please watch over me. Oh.
I know this is Roland's journal, but I'm sure he'd be alright with us reading it.
Already did.
Just point me to my target.
I ain't flying over there. Just to turn into a side quest.
Hello. Let's see.
Didn't even start on these ones. Didn't think there would be quests at the Pillar of Iowa. Anyways. Let's do these. And I'm probably just gonna mute myself and go through them all. Just because voice acting, so I don't have to. So save my throat a bit. Okay.
I'm gonna go get this report turned in.
Much thanks, Captain. Paperwork is...
Since the crew started helping Id with his job as the new Mr. Fix-It, we'd been really busy. The shop was completely flooded with requests. Those sad days when the Islanders didn't trust Id, they seemed like a lie now.
Lyria, how are you feeling today?
Id asked me that every time we met. We're all worried about you. How's the lifelink holding up? Right, our lifelink. Everyone thought it might have weakened when I was absorbed by Angra Mainyu. Honestly, I had been really scared back then. But now, with the weight of the sky off our shoulders, I felt better than ever. I flashed Vern and Id a smile to let them know I was okay. Talking about the lifelink brought back memories, and I realized Id still knew almost nothing about our adventures. I began by explaining Catalina's daring rescue of me and our escape from the Erste Empire. Then I described the big trees of Zinkenstill and the Imperial Hydra, and the sad reason I needed to make the lifelink with the captain. Eventually, we met Rackham and Io, Rosetta and Eugen, and before we knew it, our ship was full. It's really amazing how much our family has grown. The whole time I'd sat there, in silence, yes, but I could tell he was giving me 110% of his attention. Since getting to Zega Grande, we've had a heck of a wild ride. But now that things have calmed down, we can get to making some good memories.
Sure.
I think I'm starting to understand Id. Sure, he has two modes, cold and colder. But if you really pay attention, you can see he has a warm enough heart. Id, the captain, the crew, you're the best friends I could ever ask for. Here's to hoping we'll be together forever.
I did just realize all these stat upgrades I put only on the captain from doing these. That's probably why she's over 10,000 and the other three in my party aren't. Fair enough.
After some exciting paperwork, I returned to find Lyria and Vern taking Id on a walk down memory lane.
You guys have seen some amazing things.
This was coming from someone who survived Lilith's schemes and won a mind battle with a god dragon. I guess game recognizes game. It's all because the captain looks out for us. Yep, my butt is epic. You saw him save Lyria and this whole freaking skydom. I turned to look at Vern, open-mouthed. Where was all this coming from? I'm just trying to be vocal about my appreciation, remember? So yeah, take care of Lyria and keep up the good work.
I could certainly manage that. Oh, just remembered, Sierra got us a whole bag of sweets as thanks for all our hard work. Lyria and Vern exchanged a glance so charged, I thought the air between them was going to burst into flames.
You should have told us that first. Early dragon gets the grub. Hey, no fair. Come on, Vern. Wait!
And just like that, they were off. Foodies, right?
Captain, you got a moment?
I turned around, about to ask, you want some too? But one look at Id's knitted brow, and the question died on my lips.
Let's duel.
Did I just hear that right? Why, though? Did he have something against cookies?
Sorry. It was the stories about your adventures. They put the thought into my head.
Oh, that's why. Nah, I still got nothing.
I want to protect Lyria just as much as you do.
He stalked away then, and left me staring after him. I was still having trouble piecing together his train of thought, but one thing was clear. He was doing it for Lyria's sake.
I got no cannons on this ship. Yep. Okay, guess we are having that duel. At least I assume so.
The duel was to take place at Halewind Altar. Lots of memories there. It's where we first met Id. Where I lost to him, when Lyria was taken from us.
Do you guys really have to do this? We're friends now, right? Friends don't fight each other.
Lyria and Vern tried to talk me out of it the whole way there, but I just kept thinking of the look in Id's eye. He wasn't going to back down, and I respected that.
Captain.
Id had been staring into the distance, like a statue set to guard the altar. He turned when he heard our footsteps.
Now that we've gotten to know one another, I've come to realize something. There's no one that can keep Lyria safe better than you.
He took deliberate steps towards me, but this was nothing like the first time we met. He'd been terrifying then, like a hydra closing in on its prey. But now, there was something softer about the light in his eyes. You could tell he was there to help.
You're the real thing. A hero. You didn't just save Lyria, you saved the skies. And I thought, maybe if we crossed blades again, I'd learn something. Something that would help me be more like you.
Id.
I finally got it. Id and I. There was still a part of us that couldn't tear away from that fateful day at Halewind Altar. When Id had been a bad guy, and I'd been too weak to protect Lyria. But things were different now.
I would 100% go
And
take it
this
back then.
fight was going to prove it. I'm not losing this time.
I'd be disappointed if you did.
I drew my sword and took the first step forward.
This is gonna be interesting because
Giving everything you got.
Okay, I mean...
oh, sorry, Id. It's
Thank you, Captain.
No, thank you.
yeah, I should have did this before all the upgrades.
almost doubled over with my hands on my knees, trying to remember how to breathe. Id staggered over and stuck a clenched hand in my face. Yeah, of course he'd go for a fist bump. I tapped his knuckles lightly with mine, and just like that, we were back to being loyal crewmates. That duel had blown away all our regrets. No more looking over our shoulders. It was time to move past, well, our past.
Nice.
Hello.
2 more.
Hey, heard about your little spat with Id. Wish I still had that kind of energy.
Eugen gave me a hearty slap between the shoulder blades.
The chills I got when watching them. Man, they were going all out.
Of course Vern had told everybody. I could appreciate honesty and openness throughout the crew, but I clearly needed to have a talk with that dragon about minding his own business.
So you're jealous Lyria's making new friends? What, do you have a crush or something? Yo, don't be silly. That's not what this was about at all.
As Lyria tried to explain the situation, I stood there with a smirk. She's cute when she's flustered. It had been a wild ride, but things were finally back to normal. I couldn't get the duel with Id out of my mind. He had been a perfect storm, placing his whole heart behind every blow. I had to remember what I was fighting for to even stand a chance. To be honest, I still don't think I'm stronger than him. I won this battle, yeah, but both of us are still changing, still growing. Who knows how it'll turn out if there's a next time. But I doubt we'll ever need to fight like that again. Id trusts me now. I can feel that just as much as I felt the shock of his sword clashing against mine. Trust is nice, but it always comes with responsibility. Still, that's the weight I signed up to carry when I became the captain of the Grand Cipher, and took Lyria's hand all that time ago.
Okay, maybe I do have a cannon in this ship. I can't not root for me. I just realized it actually tells you what stats you get. Cool. Ah, last one.
We really don't get a break.
For sure. It felt like everybody in Zega Grande had a job for Mr. Fix-It. Today's request? Just taking down a monster that can demolish a small village with a sneeze. No biggie. Vern, could you get us some potions?
You betcha! Liquid health coming right up!
Lyria, we're about to head out. Mind letting the rest of the crew know?
Sure, no problem.
I took a deep breath, letting it settle in my chest before releasing. We had a game plan, of course, but you never know how these things will go. Timing, coordination, everything had to be perfect.
We'll be fine. I trust you, and so does everyone else.
Id put a hand on my shoulder, and somehow, that weight steadied me. We'd figure things out. We always did. I exchanged a nod with him, and we headed for the docks. The rest of the crew was already there, waving their arms in the air. From the smiles on their faces, you'd think we were going for a tropical vacation in a goose day. Well, either way, I was sure we'd all come out of it in one piece. We had a bright future ahead of us.
Have a good day.
Okay. I did not see the D in it. I was like, I challenge what? uh, Good. Saw a new enemy without even noticing.
Need something? Have a good day.
Oh, hold on. I've been recording. Okay. Good.
Good day.
I guess I should start with the people I made in my party, right? You know what, sure, I am very curious about Carlotta.
I was born in a snow-laden hamlet, peopled by Harvins, small folk more accustomed to the plow than the sword. We believed the skies far too vast for us, and, as I was soon to learn, its dangers far too many. It happened when I was yet a green, callow youth. I strayed beyond our fences and into the claws of a monster. I cried for help, but all that met my voice were the howls of the wind. Abandoned even by hope, I could only give myself up to death. But before the darkness took hold, I saw brilliant figures skimming the sun-kissed snow. They were the Lumiel Order of Holy Knights, come to my rescue. Oh, that there were words bright enough to reflect their flashing swords as they did battle with the beast. Or sounds tender enough to echo the kindness with which they took my hand and led me home. What can I say, but that they were as mighty and generous as the sun? On that fateful day, they gave me life and guidance. I learned that by shutting your eyes to danger, you only leave it free to wander in the darkness. Thus, I resolved to turn toward the light and become defender to the skies. I would join Lumiel and, with my farmer's hands, bear aloft the banner of virtue. I threw all my being into training, begrudging no amount of sweat or tears. And, with the passing of days, that little girl lost in the snow grew to become the captain of the Lumiel Order of Holy Knights.
Cool. Height, whoa, it's like, it was a weight. I'm too tired for this.
As captain of an Order of Knights, I was faced with a colossal problem. And that was my small stature. No one had ever heard of a Harvin leading a charge, what with our stout legs and poor reach. Now that I lived among drafts and humans, I would have to develop a style of combat that would turn my size, if I may so phrase it, into a matter of little importance. Seeing that I worked twice as hard, despite being half as large, my compatriots grew to respect me. When I was appointed captain, their very heartstrings thrummed with joy. But even the brightest diamond has its flaws. Within Lumiel's proud walls, there were some that scoffed to behold a Harvin captain of their knights. For my part, I cared not what was said of me. However, I would not stand to have the good names of my comrades dragged through the mud. We are an august and redoubted order, and I'd rise up to that image by any means necessary. Thus began my days of height exercises, stretching devices, and miraculous concoctions. Not all came from reputable sources, but I took a tactical approach. If it had a chance of working, I'd try it. Days grew into weeks, which grew into months. But I grew not 1 inch. Then, it happened. Right as I was on the verge of losing all hope, word reached me of a distant village that had devised a height tonic. Here was the answer to all my prayers. With expectation lending a spring to my step, I slipped from my quarters and set out on my quest.
Given.
I had to take a mountain pass to the village, which was, in a word, perilous. Of course, I refer not to the countless monsters and bandits, whom I took down with ease. It was the tall steps and great boulders, insurmountable obstacles for a Harvan. I was forced to return to the foothills where, through Lady Sierra Carte, I sent out a dispatch for help. That was how I met the captain and crew of the Grand Cipher. With their aid, I reached the village without further incident, only to have my dreams utterly crushed. It turned out that this magic tonic was merely your average growth stimulant, designed to help a budding youth blossom to a seemly height. It could do little for a woman like me, already in the prime of her life. Thus, all my best efforts were dashed to foam. For the first and only time in my life, I cursed fate for cutting me out of so short a cloth. However, it was within the depths of despair that I would find new hope. The crew of the Grand Cipher was bound for Estalucia, which is said to be an island of miracles. Could not some power there give me what I seek? With newfound resolve, I was determined to accompany the captain to the end of the skies. Needless to say, it pained me to take leave of the Lumiel Order. I still remember the look of surprise on former Officer Bautorda's face when I told him of my resolution. But in the end, he expressed his admiration for me and my quest to become the very figure of virtue. Lady Bridget and Lady Cordelia also gave me their blessings. Oh, there are no words to express how grateful I am to my kind comrades. I dream of the day I can return to them with my head held high, and its crown measuring many feet taller, being, at long last, in both body and spirit, the captain they deserve. Such are my thoughts as I peer out over the railings of the Grand Cipher onto boundless, majestic skies.
I mean, hey, that is a reason to join the group.
One day, when I was visiting Seed Hollow on business, I espied a young man crouched in a corner of the central plaza. There was no mistaking his mussed hair, a style rebellious youth call the Mohawk, and surly face. Here was Sir Soupstock, helmsman of the family Zothba. Is something the matter? The lad met my inquiry with a scowl.
The hell are you looking at? Beat it, kid. Wait, hold on a sec. Ain't you a part of that crew?
Assured of my goodwill, Sir Soupstock unfolded his troubles. Whilst making his usual rounds squaring away accounts, the lad had met with some resistance. One of their clients, a nobleman disdainful of Sir Soupstock's low birth and tender age, had refused to pay.
I'm an officer too, you know. Got my own grunts working under me, good people. But we're dealing with the real frilly-pants, blue-blooded noble here. Any attempt to rough him up, and it's straight to the slammer.
Was a treacherous path, Sir Soupstock added. A single misstep, and it was his reputation in the mud. Hearing this, my heart went out to him, for I knew what it was like to feel green and small, with judging eyes upon me. I offered him my aid.
I appreciate the thought, but no offense. You look like a kid. If I bring you on my rounds, they're gonna change my name from Soupstock to Laughingstock.
At that moment, a servant arrived, bearing a message from the nobleman in question. It read, "I've decided to pay. Meet me at the following location." This whole affair was starting to smell ranker than a goblin's breath. He could just as easily have sent money with the servant. Why go through the trouble of arranging yet another meeting? There was mischief afoot, and I resolved to accompany Sir Soupstock to stop it in its tracks.
And now for combat. Oh, I do get the full party. Fair enough.
We arrived at the appointed location, a corner of Castle Seed Hollow, to find the nobleman gazing down at us from a parapet.
Ah, just the face I've been waiting to see.
My hair stood on end. The crooked smile on his face spoke louder than words. Though I knew his intentions to be wicked, still, I tried to help the man see reason. You gave your word to pay the family Zothba what they are due. Surely you would not break your troth and besmirch your honor. But the man only sneered. Leveling a finger at us, he cried,
My brothers and sisters of the one true church, these are the enemies of Avia.
In the blink of an eye, we were surrounded by Aviate soldiers.
You did well to lead us here.
So these were the remnants of Avia. Even the fall of the church had not been enough to shake their faith in Lilith. In their eyes, Sir Soupstock and I were interlopers, blasphemers they must put to death.
You've got another thing coming if you think you're gonna get away with this.
Sir Soupstock glared up at the Cullion. I too felt a righteous rage boiling within me. Crooked vice must be beaten straight with the hammer of justice. You shall rue the day you brought the wrath of Charlotta Fenia upon your heads.
Heck
If you
yeah.
will not listen to our demands, I shall be forced to compel you to.
Does anyone else hear a buzzing little flea? Go forth, my Kayuatar, and decimate them! Oh, most impressive! Good thing not a coin was spared to ensure your defeat. If you got that much dough, just...
God dang. Didn't realize how tough I got.
Great sword! Blessed is thy steel!
Didn't notice the statues on his sword before. It's cool.
Sweet blazing broth. That crew of yours really is full of beasts.
After making some courteous response to Sir Soupstock, I turned my attention to the nobleman. You must pay for what you bought. I thought even children knew that. And so, with many groans and grimaces, The varlet handed Sir Soupstock what he was owed.
You sure got me out of a tight spot. Thanks. And sorry about all that crap I said about you looking like a kid.
I assured him there were no hard feelings. Comforted, he continued.
I shouldn't be saying this being in my line of business at all, but truth is I'm not much of a fighter. Would have been dead meat if it weren't for you.
He confided in me that, when the Tayuitar appeared, he felt the blood of courage draining from his body. I too am not immune to fear, but as a pure and righteous knight of Lumiel, I have duty, honor, and purpose as my guiding lights. Hearing that, Sir Soupstock graced me, for the first time that day, with a shy smile. Need something?
Yeah, I'll stop it here for now. Need some progress, but I better go to bed. I got work in like 6 hours. I hate morning shifts.
Mission complete!
Guess I'll at least check out what these side quests are first.
Ready for some action? Mission complete!
Random curio just on the floor.
Let's see now.
Fair enough.
Let's kick some tail!
Oh.
Easier than eating apples.
Yep, because they're very easy when you already have them completed in your inventory. I'm not gonna bother looking for what I'm doing. Yeah, well, see you later.